Hi ladies, Emma here from Nusa Health and Wellness. So today on our platform, I invited Mr. Ranjit Singh. Hi
Salam.
Mr. Ranjit.
Hi, salam Jumaat Cik Emma.
Salam Jumaat. Thank you for being here today.
Pleasure.
And want to be here and share your perspective about financial issues in marriages.
Okay, most welcome.
Okay,
Thank you
so
for having me.
yes,
A very
Alhamdulillah.
interesting topic, I must say.
Yes, we want to make Nusa as the platform for open discussion. Okay, so please tell me a little bit more about your background in banking and finances.
Okay. In totality, I have got about 35 years in banking and finance, of which close to um, I would say 27 years in consumer financing. The
Okay.
last 5 being dedicated medical financing.
Okay. Interesting. So I wanted to know mainly who are your clientele?
Okay, 98% of my clientele are women. Um, Segment is M40 upper tier and T20 as well.
Okay.
So income bracket is between 6,000 to about 35-40,000. Yeah, that's the segment
That's
that we cater to. We've always catered to that segment.
okay. With that kind of income,
Yeah.
I'm wondering why do they still need the financing?
We get asked that question very often, right?
Yes.
For those who are not in financing or in banking, um, see, from the 98%, I would say 95% of our clients are married. So either married or they've got children.
Okay.
So for the ones who are married, usually one would think that they splurge on shopping ke apa ke tak.
Oh, tak.
Because
Okay.
when we process financing applications, we ask for a full set of documents, including your bank statements, etc. So we see the flow, and most of the income goes towards most of the expenses. Goes towards the children. So for married households, we ask them, okay, how come everything is coming up from your account?
Okay.
Where's the spouse contribution, right? Kan suami isteri kahwin sekali,
Yeah.
so sepatut dia tong-tong lah,
Tong-tong.
50-50 kan.
Okay.
Tong-tong.
Faham.
I haven't used the word in a while.
Tong-tong. Okay.
Tong-tong kan.
Okay.
So they tell us, okay, normally the husbands akan bagi mungkin 500 to 1,000. Ni your expenses for the household. The rest I don't want to know. So the mother takes care of marketing, barang basah, barang kering, groceries,
Kids needs at school,
tuition,
yeah.
kid punya allowance, transportation.
Yes.
So 500 to 1,000 tu mana
Ridiculous.
cukup kan? Transport tu pun dah apa?
Yes.
Tuition is not exactly cheap. So when we look at the statements and we understand, so over the last, I would say 25-26 years, we really understand spending habits of the married female.
Okay.
Wanita yang dah berkahwin, dah berumah tangga, yang ada anak kan, lain. Yang single mingle lain.
Okay.
Yang single mingle usually for them and the parents.
Yeah. So it means that diorang minta pinjaman tu bukannya diorang ni spending too much on themselves, diorang tak cukup duit tu bayar ke.
Actually sebenarnya spend on themselves jarang tau. I mean not as the way I would have imagined if I'm not in the business of consumer financing kan. Biasanya they will beli barang. Mungkin from Shopee ataupun Temu atau Temu, whatever how it's pronounced, yeah. Mungkin 2 bulan sekali, tak banyak pun, dalam 100-150 maximum lah in total. And then 3 bulan sekali barang makeup sikit-sikit pun tak banyak.
same like me.
Ah,
Kita cuma berbelanja bila perlu. Memang I spend more for my kids. Yeah, that's true.
so
Yeah.
I think the difference is that when they go, they tell me when we go and beli barang basah ke barang barang kering ke apa, we want quality things for the children.
Yes.
So
the
they
best.
prefer, they said tak apa, kita kurang tak apa, but it's always for the children. Children must
Anak-anak
get,
dahulu.
dia orang
That's
dahulukan
true.
anak-anak tau. So that's a pattern that we see. We are very data driven.
So apa yang Mr. Ranjit cakap ni is based on data.
Data. We are very, because bank statements tell a story.
Okay.
And bank statements don't lie. So when we see the expenses keluar, we know where the money goes to. So when they come to us for financing, sometimes it's for emergency. Let's say mak ayah dia orang ada isu ataupun anak ada isu, medical ke, nak beli something yang, let's say nak beli laptop ke apa. So they want to manage their finances, keep their savings, they come to us.
So like we know data tak tipu.
Yeah, data doesn't lie lah. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, data doesn't lie. It tells a real story lah. A story that people sometimes don't see.
So memang when I talk to my ladies friend, so memang the kekangan is when the spouse being so secretive in terms of the financial management. So that's why I think actually bukan seorang dua, too many stories about the same thing.
That's what we get as well. So when we said, I mean, if you're earning, let's say, 8,000, your spouse, because we got spouse details as well. So we know the rough income.
Okay.
So how is it that just 500, 1,000 and you manage your whole household? Dia tak masuk akal.
Yeah.
You know, so because we understand expenses. I'm a parent as well.
Yes.
Yeah, so I've brought up kids. We know the expenses, and it is not cheap. Tuition pun berapa kan? Kalau seorang anak tu, let's say one subject RM80. Kalau you hantar minimum two, it's 160. You got 3 kids pun dah 500.
Yep. Itu baru satu subjek.
And so takkanlah 3 you nak 500 to the whole household. Barang basah, barang kering, barang dapur. You know, sekali-sekala anak pun nak keluar makan kat luar kan.
Yes.
So they take and go. When you watch a movie pun, kalau anak 3 orang, let's say mak pergi seorang, dah at least 150, 200.
Now me, my 3 kids, just for movies, Mr. Ranjit, 200 is simply
Senang-senang kan.
senang-senang je.
Belum masuk makan lagi.
Yes, it's about that.
And we know bila budak membesar, dia orang kuat makan.
Yes.
Kita dah besar dah kan.
Kita dah
dah cukup besar dah.
Betul. Okay. So that's all for today. Again, thank you for being here and share your thoughts about your experiences.
My pleasure.
Really help our listeners on Nusa platform.
I think it should be told. I must commend you on what you're doing on Nusa Health and Wellness. It is beyond its time now. I think it's a necessity. You know, like what we see, for example, people don't know the real reason why there's a shortage of cash.
Yes.
Right? We understand because we see statements every single day, right? And so people think, wah, gaji 15,000 takkanlah tak cukup kan?
Tak cukup.
So kalau anak
15,000, 30,000 mah takkanlah tak cukup, but actually there are so many stories behind it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So thank you for staying with us, listening to my guest Mr. Ranjit and myself. Subscribe to our YouTube, Nusa Health and Wellness, for more interesting topics to be on board. Thank you, Mr. Ranjit.
Pleasure. Thank you.